Investing in apartments is not just about acquiring assets. It's also about maintaining a steady stream of income through successful resident management. After all, a vacant apartment generates no income. Now, if you're ready to maximize the cash flow potential of your apartment, stay tuned as we unravel the secrets of attracting, retaining quality residents. Finding the right tenants is a strategic process that involves understanding your market and meeting its needs, marketing effectively, and keeping your residents happy. By mastering these aspects, you'll not only fill your apartments and create positive cash flow, but a profitable rental experience. So we're talking about, finding the right residents for your apartment community. It starts with understanding your target tenant or resident demographic. You've got to understand who is it that's going to rent your apartment. Now, again, I've seen this where people have just made a heck of a big mistake. Like I saw a deal, I don't mention the state, I don't want to give away, the other party, but like they bought a property that was like probably a C- location, and they were going to expect to get like B- or B quality people and make improvements to the property to get it. The truth is they struggled, right? Because you're not going to get B caliber residents into a C- or D+ area. So you've got to really begin to understand the demographic of who's going to rent your property. Now, again, all properties have residents. You've got a D, a C, a B, and A class. And again, same story, like you can't assume that in a C+ asset, you're going to get A grade tenants. Meaning like the engineer that's making $145,000 a year is not as likely to rent a C+ B- apartment unless they're going through some definite economic challenges. You also need to be able to understand what are the lifestyle preferences of your ideal tenant. Now, for us, a lot of times we're focusing on the workforce housing, C+, B-, quality place to live that your regular person making $35,000 to $75,000 needs a good quality place to live. And so we want to understand that. We want to be able to make it a quality experience for them. We want to make it ease of access for them. We want to give them some type of, amenity base that appeals to them as well. So these are all critical things to bring in the right residents. Next, we want to talk about effective marketing techniques. You need to be able to know where are your residents coming from. Now, in today's society, in today's moment, quite frankly, majority of all of that's coming through the web. Nowadays, everybody, you got your phone, you're searching through the web. There are key websites that we utilize, apartments.com, rent.com, and then we have a number of social tools that push out to a variety of online platforms. So you need to know what areas present the best coverage for the area you're in, and then also social media as well. Facebook ads, those type of things, Facebook Marketplace that you want to be able to penetrate to. And then there's also traditional advertising that can be done that reaches out to the wider audience. Now, again, there's also, depending on the property itself, depending on whether you accept Section 8 tenants or not, you can also market through those avenues. Additionally, within this, you also have the ability to have preferred partnership programs. So we identify who are the key employers in our marketplace. And so you have like military bases, large manufacturing facilities. We actually make relationships with those people and then offer some type of special to their employees so that they can get a discount on fees or some type of advantage bonus benefit. So these are all critical strategies to making sure that you get good stream of residents coming in. The next thing is your process. Now, again, first and foremost, you've got to have a good lead management process, right? You have these leads coming in from the internet, from these various sites, and from the various marketing you got to do. You have to have an accountability chain in place to make sure that those leads are being contacted in an immediate fashion. They're being followed up on in a consistent manner. And then they're being moved through and sold, if you will. And again, selling is part of the process. You've got to sell the person on the value and the benefits of moving into this home and setting up their residency at the apartment community. Now, once that happens and they come and they say, yeah, I want to take an application, now you've got to move through the screening process to make sure you've got a comprehensive approach to screening for the credit, for their background check, for their rental history, for their employment verification, Like in a real way, even in today's moment in time, there are people that are fabricating those documents, making fake employment documents, making fake rental history or income documents. So these are all things that you have to have a tight process for ensuring the viability or reliability of what they're providing to you and the financial stability of the tenant. All right, next let's talk about incentive and lease terms. So, you can explore creative lease terms and incentives to attract long-term tenants and consider offering the amenity services that set you apart. Now, again, it depends on where you're located at, what you're doing. We've worked on a variety of different projects. So I remember one of the communities we bought with 25% occupancy. It was a full renovation. It was an opportunistic purchase, one of the things we talked about in one of our other videos. So in that scenario there, you're in a more of what would be called a lease-up strategy. So you've got to offer a varying degree of incentives. There's other properties where we took over the property, meaning we bought it, it was a great buy, and then now we begin to move through the renovations and the lease renewals, and then we come upon a segment where you have 15 or 20 leases maturing or coming up for renewal in November, December. So now we want to stagger those leases on renewals so that we're not leasing them for 12 months only to come up again in November. Same thing when we're bringing new tenants in November, December. We want to offer them a 10-month lease so that it comes due in September, or we want to offer them an incentive for a 14-month lease so it comes due in February. These are all thoughtful things that you need to be able to think about for the benefit of the community, but also for the tenant itself. And then, how can you structure things to offer long-term incentives? And that's part of when we come into that renewal phase, we want to be able to do so. Now, let's talk lastly about the management. You've got to create a positive living experience to encourage resident retention. You've got to address the maintenance issues in a prompt and timely way. And you also have to establish clear channels of communication. The other thing is that you want to create incentivization for good reviews as well as word of mouth and referrals. We implement referral programs where people can be bonused. At times we'll have referral contests where people can win, big jumbo flat screen TV, that kind of thing. And then also as we seek to provide good quality service for people, we're asking them to, please give us a review to better increase the online platform review standards. But again, at the core level, you have to recognize you're dealing with other human beings, treat them as you would want to be treated, and provide the resident with a quality experience. That's going to be key. In conclusion, you've got to have a comprehensive strategy and approach to finding, bringing in, and maintaining quality residents in your community. That is going to be essential to the lifeblood of the success of your property. So again, you can't just leave that to chance. You have to make sure that you've got a quality process, as we've outlined, to ensure that it's taking place consistently. I have a free gift for you in the description of this video. I'm here to keep you informed so that you can make the best decision when it comes to investing your hard-earned money, and I've created a free guide to help you on your real estate journey. Click the link below to check it out. That's all I have for you folks. If you've learned something today, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content on real estate investing. See you in the next video.